climb my roof. Climb up my cars. Then I climb my roof. Climb up my cars. Then I climb my roof. Felt like my cars was sweet.
Back, and today we're going to be working on the BMW. I actually worked on it yesterday, and I got the rear subframe out of the car. So let's go back in time, look at that, and then take off from here. So I got them damn rear wheels off of the vehicle. I got the adapters unbolted. Now I got to take off the goddamn caliper, unbolt the shock absorber. Yeah, I'm gonna get ahead and do that. I'm gonna put this on a time lapse. Bit of work off camera, and well, I got the goddamn subframe out. I had to fight with my drive shaft bolts because them, oh, what the fuck? Drive shaft bolts were fucking seized inside of the pinion, and they stripped out. So I had to use a hammer, an air hammer, a red wrench, which is also known as a torch. And I was able to get them out, but I need new bolts because they're a special bolt. So I'm gonna have to go to Greg's tomorrow and get new bolts, as well as I lost my fucking front subframe bolts here. But as well as I had to fight with the goddamn, just getting that thing out of there sucked. E-brake cables out of there. Oh, as well as the exhaust. I had to get that out. Clamp bolts up there, right there, were seized as well. So I had to air hammer and torch those, but I got them off. So now we get to do the fun part and see how fucked the subframe is on this car. And we are now located underneath the vehicle, and as of right now, I can only find one crack, which is really good because I'll beat the living piss out of this thing.
What?
This thing being getting clutch kicked 24/7 and only got one crack in the subframe. How are these pockets actually? I should probably check on these as well. I haven't looked up in there. I mean, they're rusty and they're crusty. Nothing a little bit of spray paint can't fix though. Oh, and we're back to present day. So today's plan of action is we have to, well, now that we have the subframe out, we gotta fix the chassis, which it only has that one crack so far as we know of. And then we have to weld in our reinforcement plates, undercoat it, then install I'm gonna probably try to install like the bare subframe and then put in the diff and then put in the trailing arms and stuff like that, just to make my life a little bit easier because it's just me today. Go ahead and get the car up in the air and kind of start grinding down the subframe mounts there. Up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start kind of cleaning off the paint and undercoating around where the subframe mounts are. A very important brain realization. So the subframe that I got my fancy new purple one that I haven't, showed or talked about at all. That's out of a 330 ZHP car. So 330 trailing arms, hubs, axles, all that, upgrade, hell yeah. As well as 330s have bigger brakes. This hunk of shit is a 325. So it got the tiny little baby bitch brakes.
What?
So I went and just quickly, I was like, oh, maybe the actual drum and hat part is the same size, and I was really hoping so, but they are not. This diameter is much smaller than the park brakes on this, and I'd like to use the park brakes on this because these have a little bit of meat. I got the cables and everything, and it'd be much easier just to swap over everything, but that means I need 330 rotors, as well as I believe the calipers are different as well. Reached out to the BMW man up in Edmonton, and hopefully he's going to give me a smoking deal on some rotors and brakes to yeah, get this thing complete this weekend. This thing has to be out of here by Sunday, and it is Saturday and 9:25. And we still have to, yeah, weld the chassis, put the subframe back up. I mean, theoretically, I should be able to get it done. But if I have to make an hour and a half drive to go pick up rotors, we'll make it work. Let's get to it and get these cleaned up. So we got all of the mounts cleaned up. This is the only one that has a crack in it. So we're just going to basically drill holes on each end and weld it. Then we'll put the plate on this one, but I have the plate on all of these sitting, you know, as flush as I can get it on that one, this one here. I did lower the fuel tank a bit, just so then I can actually get here. And then, yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure I do something because it is a plastic tank. And I don't want holes in my tank, let alone I wanna die, so. I also got these ones on here, wham bam chicken ham.
What?
But yeah, I got some play in fuel tank, so I should be able to manipulate that enough to prevent myself from. Got our holes drilled on each end. It's time to weld it up. Unfortunately, the time lapse didn't work, but there is the crack welded up. Both ends, wham bam, good penny. But yeah, I'm gonna bolt up the reinforcement plate on this side and yeah, weld it up, and hopefully this time lapse works. This is what we got on this far back one here. Welds aren't, you know, too bad. Half decent. There's our crack. I had to grind down the little bit that overhanged there, but yeah, that's it. I have to grind down these two spot welds, and then once that's done, this side is basically complete and ready for paint. Now to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count! 5 more times. Yippee! All right, everything is welded up now. I don't know why this one went so well. Meanwhile, this one didn't go so well. I mean, the front side's not bad, but yeah, the front side of this one's not bad. I don't know why, but yeah. Some grinding is required, but yeah, no, all of them are now welded up. Good to go. So I'm gonna pull out all of the studs and grind down what I need to, paint it, and then that bitch goes in. All right, after now deafening myself, we are all grinded down and painted up. Let me show y'all. Grinded down, painted all up, all corners, right there, right there. Sorry for the shit quality. And right there. Wham bam. Also gonna be undercoating the undercarriage right there, you know, while I have it out. just prevent, it rotting out more. And once all of that is done drying, we're gonna put the new subframe back up, hang the differential, hang the trailing arms. We aren't going to be able to put it completely back together today just because I don't have brakes, which hopefully I'll be able to pick some up tomorrow. Well, once again, I ended up jumping a little bit ahead off of camera, and I hung the subframe and differential. I'm currently trying to connect the drive shaft, but I'll show you what I'm working with here. For the drive shaft here, I just need to basically take the car out of gear to get this sitting level again. So I found these are torque converter bolts, but they're the correct thread, and they do fit. They are tight as hell. I definitely wouldn't be able to fit a socket on it, but it does have the Allen key hole. So I just gotta make sure I don't strip that out, and we should be okay to use these. If not, I will be going to Edmonton tomorrow for the brakes, and the guy that I'm getting the brakes from probably has the correct bolt for the drive shaft. Okay, we're at a stopping point for today. I'm seeing if the BMW man in Edmonton has rear camber arms for me, because mine are shot, as well as the brakes. And I'm also going to see if I can get the toe correction plates in Edmonton as well tomorrow. So I'm gonna avoid putting in the trailing arms because I have to hang them from those bushings anyways. So at this point, I'm as far as I can go today, and we'll pick this up tomorrow. So I'm gonna do a quick time lapse of me kind of picking up the shop here, and we will see you guys tomorrow. We are out of the shop. Gotta go pick up Denise. We got the rig. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Boots. Denise is at work, so Booger's missing. Truck for today. Well, we're on day 3 now. Got to get the car done today. Off to Edmonton to meet Mr. BMW man. First, I need gas. Look at it. We's on E. As well, I would like a coffee. We were in and out. We got all the parts. We are on our way back to town to get this car back together and get it good and get it done. We'll see you guys there. We got our camber arms, which are to the shop. Max PP rod. They're much better. Very beefy. Very nice. Toe correction plates. Very nice. Brand new 330 rotors, used 330 calipers. And yeah, so we scored all of that. That's basically gonna convert this entire car to 330 in the rear. We got our trailing arms, we got our axles, we got axle spacers. Got to put all of that into the car. And then we also still want to maybe weld the reinforcement plates on the top of the shock or coilover. As well as I sold the gram lights that I was initially going to put back onto this car. So the Sparkos might go on this car for the time being. We'll see. First step, I'm going to take the toe correction plates and mount them onto the trailer. So what I think I'm gonna do, because it's gonna be hard to try
on the
and
trailing arm,
hang it by the toe plates up there, I'm gonna try to manipulate it and get the upper control arm installed on it, and then set a jack underneath of the trailing arm and try to wiggle it into the pocket there. And it's gonna happen just like this. That. It is installed. That was a pain in my ass.
Bam!
But
Just like that, we
now
got
we're going
the
to try and mount the toe plates kind of loosely installed. They aren't tight. As well as I started hanging the CV axle with the axle spacer in it. So I'm gonna finish tightening up that axle, and then I'm going to tighten up that toe plate, and then put on our rotors, and then mount our caliper. Then I will route my park brake cable, and that should be relatively this side complete. All right, we got this side complete now. Axle spacer is in there, axle is connected, strut is connected, camber arm connected, spring all up in there. Everything on this side is connected, as well as everything on this side. I did basically all of the work off camera because we have to get out of here like soon. So everything is basically complete. All we got to do now, well, put on wheels,
we are
lower the
finally
car.
done.
We got the car outside. One of the tires are leaking. Just can't win any of them. But car's outside and needs alignment really bad. Need to do tires and a few other things, but we're on track to making it to the track. And yeah, let me show you guys. There we are. I will say the Sparkos on the front of this thing look fucking banging, but in the rear, our alignment is, well, I mean, kind of out of whack. Can't really tell on camera, but it's pretty towed out, so need to do an alignment. This is the tire over here that's leaking as well. This video was the subframe reinforcements, and that went well enough. So that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Maybe it's going to be a skid video. Who knows? Bye.
Then I climb my roof.